of the Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great!
WTFDvsRI, Waterford, Connecticut. The team representing the state at the Little League World Series Regional Championships here. They'll take on Cranston, Rhode Island. We're at the Giamatti Leadership Training Center in Bristol, Connecticut. And of course, once again, this time of year, we talk all about Little League, not only around this country, but around the world. It's the division of Little League International, a double elimination format. You lose twice and you're going home. The boys and girls ages 11 through 13. The games last 6 innings. Field size 2/3 of what we usually see, and there is a minimum mandatory play rule. Everybody has got to get some action. Get used to seeing teams from like Fairfield and Westport, Shelton, but this year a little different. Down towards the shore, down towards Rhode Island. That's where Patterson Field is, and that's where Waterford calls home. Now it's Bristol. Here are the boys from Connecticut.
Manager Tim Burrows, General Sales Manager, Full Power Radio.
Coach Greg Bakken, Computational Chemist.
Coach Eric Tanucci, Mohegan Sun Marketing Director.
Hi, my name is Trevor DeVico. My favorite team is the Toronto Blue Jays.
Hi, my name is Luke Sokolsky, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Matt Sanford, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Anthony Tanucci, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Ryan O'Connell, and my favorite baseball player is Mookie Betts.
Hi, my name is Michael Morelli, and my favorite baseball player is Justin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Jared Burrows, and my favorite baseball player is Justin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Connor Pedezza, and my favorite baseball player is Justin Pedroia.
My name is Ben Jerome. My favorite player is Dustin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Trey Brennan. My favorite baseball player is Xander Bogaerts.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bach, and my favorite baseball player is Pablo Sandoval.
Hi, my name is Ryan Salvador. My favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Robert Zawacki. My favorite player is Mookie Betts.
And you take a look at the coach from Rhode Island, Gary Bucci. And Dave, you know him, right? You've managed against him, coached against him?
3 times I managed against Gary Bucci. And he's been here before, and that's an advantage.
On the mound for Rhode Island, you're looking at Dylan Demers. And these two teams faced each other. It was a 1-run game earlier this week, 3-2. He lasted 2 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. Neither of these are the team's #1 starters, but they will both battle. And the first pitch to Jared Burrows. A high fastball he swings at and misses. You see J-Rod at 5'5", 120 pounds. He's the shortstop. And a breaking ball, that's up the middle, the first hit of the game. So Jared Burrows is aboard. And when you don't have your #1 starters, this tends to be more offensive sided.
It sure does, and it puts a premium on defense. So you can't give him extra bases. You've got to make the plays. And in Little League Baseball, the ball comes at you so quickly, so you don't have time to any bobbles. And that's going to be a premium. Good stop by Burrows.
Ryan Salvador, he'll bat second. He's the second baseman. First pitch in there for a strike. Good chance to kind of refresh everybody over the course of this game about the rules and base stealing. No leading in Little League. Salvador almost got hit by that pitch and he spoiled it and fouled it off.
Little League Baseball, very difficult to do a straight steal.
Yeah.
Your catches are too good and the distance is too short. So you won't see too many straight steals. Maybe first and third situations you may see a play.
And the 0-2, he spoils one. Good breaking pitch. So we're seeing from Demers curveballs. A lot of times these Little Leaguers, you know it better than anybody, they can hit fastballs. Really, no matter how hard they're being thrown.
They all can hit fastballs. I think in Dylan's case here, he needs to mix it up. And I was talking to Gary Bucci, and he said that he's got to get his curveball over, but get it over on the corners. He does not have an exploding fastball. But Dylan knows that. He's a good pitcher when he's in control.
Another 0-2 on the 7th pitch of the game, just misses.
Good try by Dylan. Good layoff.
Battle here. Win this, kid. Win it.
Leadoff single for Jared Burrows. He's at first base. And the next pitch, this one to short. Olson to second for one, to first. Not in time on the double play, but a nice turn by Caleb Harris, and they cut down the lead runner. New England Regional, told you these two teams met. It was 3-2. Jared Burrows, who pitched that game, unavailable today. He threw them all. Complete game, and there are pitch limits, of course, in Little League. We're reminded of. Cam Adamek, very good. 2 1/3 inning. 1 hit, 3 Ks for Rhode Island in relief, and the game-winning RBI single ultimately came in the second inning.
Hey, 2, here we go, kid. Line drive.
As Connecticut won it 3-2.
Just saw a nice play by Jared Olson. Him and his partner at second base, they provide a great duo. Caleb Harris.
Now Luke Sokolsky, that is a good breaking ball. Right, keep it down, keep it away.
In different spots.
Hey, 2, here we go.
Another good one there, and Demers doing a good job too, getting ahead. 3 batters, 3 first pitch strikes.
I've watched Dylan several times, and when he's on like this and he can get ahead of his batters, he has a tendency to put them away.
Sokolsky center field, back there near the wall. Bender makes the play, and there are 2 men down.
Again, Dylan doing a good job getting ahead of Sokolsky and making him reach for a pitch that he had to swing at because it was on the outer half of the plate. So good pitching so far from Dylan.
And now Ryan O'Connell, the third baseman. First pitch fastball poured in there for a strike. So 4 batters, 4 first pitch strikes. A 5'9", 135-pounder Ryan O'Connell. That one's hit hard up the middle. Tough hop too over the glove of Jared Olson. And there'll be runners at first and second. Olson did a nice job to get over there, but boy, the last hop really bounced up over his glove.
Yes, Olson did a nice job getting there, but if you'll see the ball just take 1 hop right over, it's got no chance. But when you hit the ball hard, good things will happen. Good job by O'Connell. Big spot here.
Trey Brennan, first pitch he sees is a strike. Make it 5 for 5 if you're into that thing, getting ahead, and pitchers will tell you first pitch strikes are critical. Try to set up the rest of the at-bat for Brennan. Swing and a miss, he gets by the catcher, and now going down to third is Salvador. To second is O'Connell. No foul, just a pass ball. Now it's an even bigger spot. Outside to Trey Brennan, the left fielder today.
Go 2-6, battle, now win it, kid, win it.
Good job that time by the catcher, David Marquette, to block it.
Come on, 2-6, battle, kid, let's go here. Trey, battle.
Brennan back up the middle, big hit. 1 run's gonna score. O'Connell to third. He's held there. Throw comes all the way in, and down to second goes Trey Brennan, who delivers the first run of the game with a sharp single up the middle. And this is just right back through the box. You see that Demers didn't have a chance to react to it. So the team from Connecticut draws first blood as they go up 1-0. Robert Zawacki bats now. First pitch ball. And men are at second and third. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away, but not far enough.
So far, a great stop by Connecticut. And Dylan's got to shut it down right here. The team that gets that first crisp inning will have an advantage. And so far, Connecticut's doing what they really wanted to do. Here's a big spot.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Robert Zawacki. 6th batter of the inning. Swing and a miss. So Demers allows only 1. Connecticut had a handful of hits, 3 of them in the first inning, but they score only 1. And now Rhode Island gets their first whacks when we come back. All right, so Connecticut draws first blood here. They go up 1-0 on Rhode Island, and the team from Cranston hasn't even come to bat yet. 3 hits for Connecticut. You take a look at the 12-year-old champions from the great state of Rhode Island. Cranston they call home, and it's Michael Verado Field. That's their home field. And so many fans come out to watch them each and every summer. Rhode Island's such a hugely proud Little League baseball state. Let's meet the kids from Cranston who are trying to get to Williamsport.
Hi, my name is Gary Gucci, manager of Cranston Western Little League, and I am in the insurance business.
Hi, my name is Larry Leepaw, coach Cranston Western Little League, and I work for the Boston Red Sox in spring training.
Hi, my name is Jim Demers, coach of the Cranston Western Little League, and I am the director of security at the Rhode Island Convention Center and the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Hi, my name is Caleb Harris, and my favorite baseball player is Dustin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Michael Bogosian, and my favorite baseball player is Andrew McCutcheon.
Hi, my name is Thomas Harper, and my favorite baseball player is Dustin Pedroia.
Hi, my name is Ryan Demers. My favorite baseball player is Hanley Ramirez.
Hi, my name is Jared Olson. My favorite baseball player is Troy Tulowitzki.
Hi, my name is Jake Bender, and my favorite baseball player is Dustin Pedroia. Hi, my name is Dylan Demers, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, my name is Jason Paduano, and my favorite baseball player is Bryce Harper.
Hello, my name is Jacob Santonio, and my favorite baseball player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Cameron Adamak, and my favorite baseball player is Clayton Kershaw. Hi, my name is Nick Mason. My favorite baseball player is Josh Donaldson.
Hi, my name is David Marchetti, and my favorite baseball player is Felix Hernandez.
Hi, my name is Will Nevis, and my favorite baseball player is Hanley Ramirez.
Pretty nice variety there. Felix Hernandez to Clayton Kershaw, Troy Tulowitzki.
We're a baseball state.
Kind of global down there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of history there. We know our history in baseball.
It's not just Red Sox, Yankees down there.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Connor Pedezwa's going to throw today for the team from Connecticut. He's got a 1-0 lead as Caleb Harris steps in for Rhode Island at 5'2", 110. Chai, the nickname, nearly got beamed on the first pitch.
Coach Burrows emphasized to me before the game that he doesn't want any free passes. He wants Cranston to earn it today.
Well, falling behind quickly is Connor Pedezwa, 2-0.
Kind of like Dylan, he's got a nice curve, and he's got to establish that also. Doesn't have an overpowering fastball.
On the corner, called strike. Yeah, that's a good feeling for a pitcher first strike. Get that thing going here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Get it established early. Get that first out.
There was a good breaking ball there. You saw that tight spin on it. And you go to 2-2 for big number 14 out there on the mound.
Just like Burrows did for Connecticut, I know Harris is trying to get on here.
That broke into the zone, strike 3. So that first pitch, look at the smile on his face. Okay, breathe again. I want to remind everybody this is a tournament. Begins with the local league selecting all-star teams. About 7,500 teams worldwide. Then you go through districts. Then you got to win sectionals. A state or national tournament gets you to the regionals. That's the level we're at now. And then, of course, the World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Getting there is so difficult. You take a look at districts and states. Then you come to your regionals. That whole process is so difficult, but every level of it is an accomplishment. And all these kids, they're champions of their district, champions of their states. If you can even get to be a champion of your regionals, it's an incredible accomplishment, and it's a lot of hard work, I'm telling you.
And it's amazing how many people come up to you knowing that you're involved with Little League World Series, and they'll say, yeah, I think in a couple of years we get a really good team, we get a really good chance. And one thing, that one got him in the back of the helmet, so Marchetti's going to go. One thing you kind of try to remind everybody is how difficult it is. There are so many factors, you know, good players, good luck, good health, and good competition. It's so hard to get to Williamsport.
You know how many good teams right now are not playing baseball right now? So many good teams. The Stars have got to line up. And they did for me in a couple of years. Twice. So Cranston's at a good point right here.
Pedezwa seems to be overthrowing just a little bit, trying to get that fastball in there. That one's lined up the middle and past the shortstop. Marchetti is held up at third as the throw comes all the way in. No advancement by Olson, but the shortstop gets a hit, and just like that, Cranston's in business.
Nice job by Jared Olson right here, just driving that ball right up the middle. He had a big grand slam in yesterday's game. Just drives it right up the middle. No chance for Burrows. Good hold by Gary at third base here, but only one out.
And Adamek, maybe their best hitter, fouls that one off. He's playing first base today. Very good pitcher, too.
He's had a great tournament. He's dominant on the mound, dominant at the plate. He's feeling good about himself. Here's a good spot for him. Kind of doing a nice job again. Got to get back to what he was doing on that first hitter to Harris. Use that curveball, keep it on the outer edge. There it is again.
On the outer half of the plate. And Adamek now behind 1 and 2.
I seen Cam adjust to this, though. He's going the other way with a lot of these outside curveballs.
That one he lifts to center field. It's going to stay in the park. Zawacki's throw home, not in time as the run scores from third on the tag up, and we're tied 1-1. Good try by Robert Zawacki out there in center field, but really good speed there with Marchetti and those long legs and long strides.
And Olson did a nice job of taking second base here when he saw the throw coming all the way to the plate. So now they've got another runner in scoring position. Good job by Adamek to get that run home after getting behind with 2 strikes. We've got a tie game, and we've got a big situation.
Nick Mason, that one gets away from the catcher, and to your point, the advancement by Olson on the overthrow of the cutoff man gets him to second, and now a pass ball gets him to third, another pass ball, and they can get a run.
Yeah, that one got away from Connor. No chance for Jerome to stop that one.
How important is your catcher, huh? Can't think of a more important position defensively. They all may bring their own unique talents hitting-wise, but you need a catcher.
All levels, you need that guy. He makes your pitches look good. Now you have your managers in both dugout giving them signs. They're not calling the game, but you know they've got to be able to take the sign, put it down, put the number down, get it to the pitcher, and be ready for the whatever pitch is going to be thrown here. So they're not only good receivers, they're good communicators.
Luke Sikowski gets underneath that one as Nick Mason's unable to bring in the go-ahead run. We played 1. It's Connecticut 1 and Rhode Island 1. Welcome back. Beautiful day here in Rhode Island. We've been in Connecticut, I should say, as we've been blessed by good weather all week. One rainy day. That was Tuesday, and that resulted in some games being missed. And a couple were able to be played, so we're still on schedule here. This elimination game between these two teams sets up a semifinal game tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. The team from Vermont awaits the winner of this one. In Bedford, New Hampshire has scored 26 runs in 2 games. They're 2-0. And they will be in the final as we look forward to that. The winner of the championship goes to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, when our coverage begins next Thursday.
Ben Jerome having a good tournament. 571 this young boy's hitting.
Get on a little roll, you can put up some really good numbers at the Little League World Series, whether it be the regionals or your sectionals. It's amazing too, isn't it? And I was hoping to kind of get inside the head of a coach. You know, Ben Jerome's hitting 571, and he could have went through the districts and hit 1 for 11. Like you just never know, right? At Little League, these kids
you
are
don't.
12, you have no clue.
We had a boy last year, and I know you remember.
I loved him.
Trey Tebow.
Loved him.
Trey had 1 hit through probably the whole states and districts and became a rock star.
Couldn't get him out in the World Series.
Nope.
Slow roller fielded by the pitcher. Nice job by Demers, and he throws to first to get Jerome. We end up with 16 teams in Williamsport, 8 international, 8 from the United States side. And of course, you get a chance to come to the regionals. You get to go to a great facility, whether it be here or in other regional facilities across the country. Massachusetts team from Newton, they were eliminated. And their summers have come to an end as far as baseball goes. They get a little break, hopefully before school. For so many of these kids, there is no break. You go right into school. But if you sign up for this and you're a part of a really good team, you've got a chance to get into deep in August. And this year, the Little League World Series ends on the 30th of August.
Well, the kids don't mind missing school.
Hey, really?
Oh, yeah.
None of them ever said, Coach, I got to
especially my son James. I know he's listening.
None of them said I got to head back?
Nope.
I can't get you through the semifinals. I got to go back to school?
That's right. Twist my arm. I'll stay.
Good job.
Okay, Dylan did a nice job in that first batter here, and using that curve.
Dylan Demers on the mound. Where's number 9? Connor Pedez was the other pitcher, and he looks at a high strike, and he's gone. Second strikeout of the game for Dylan Demers.
Snuck that fastball right by. Set him up with the curve and just buried the outside corner.
And the number 9 hitter is Matt Sanford. He'll play right field today for Connecticut.
You get David Marchetti behind that plate. You want to see a perfectionist.
That's the 25th strike. Oh, and he just comes up short. Jason Padalano made a valiant effort at it. Kind of got stuck. He got stuck in the grass. Breaks.
He's digging. He's digging. Could have stayed on his feet a couple seconds, but you know what? It's the effort that counts, and I know the coach appreciates that. Giving it everything he has.
Plus, if he stays on his feet, it doesn't look nearly as good as it does.
Absolutely.
Not that that's a consideration.
Well, it is. They want to hear that da-na-na, da-na-na.
Sanford fouls off another one. And Demers doing a much better job throwing strikes this inning. 2 men up and 2 men down. Bottom of the order, you want to kind of get through that.
Absolutely.
But he's not going to do it. Laced into left field. Matt Sanford is aboard. Connecticut picks up their 4th hit of the game. And that gets you back to the top of the order.
Nice pitch. Too much of the plate. And what a beautiful job of going the other way with it. And let's get back to the top and let's see what we can do here. 2-out rally. That's what they're hoping. 2 outs.
Jared Burrows had a single his first time up.
We've got a crisp game going here.
Good one. Inside corner breaking ball.
This Cranston team, they move in, just like most of these Little League teams, they move on every pitch.
Look out. Oh, got him on the helmet. So Burrows is going to take first, and Dylan Demers kind of looks over at him to make sure he's okay. But all of a sudden you go from 2 outs to now trouble with 2 men on.
Just got away from Dylan. Try to get it inside. Ooh. No. Boy, that was close. You know, you get that near the air right there, and that creates some problems. But you notice, as you know, one of your better players right there, Burrows, he sees it coming, and he turns his head the proper way. Didn't turn towards the ball.
So Connecticut is trying again to deliver a hit with 2 outs. Training staff did go out to check on him. Ryan Salvador grounded to the shortstop. Fielder's choice his first time up.
Coach Burrows puts Salvador in this position because he says he's a fighter. And he likes this situation, so.
Well, the runners are going to move up to second and third on a passed ball. And now we're into another scoring opportunity. Each team have had opportunities to score multiple runs.
You know, as a young boy, when you're pitching, you hit somebody, it shakes you up a little.
Fastball poured in there, called strike.
Just got to refocus. It's part of the game. That's what Dylan just did right there. Get that fastball. Don't go back to the curve. Get the fastball in, and now use your curve.
And there it is. Fouled into the mitt. 2 strikes.
Good bounce back by Demers. Salvador's a tough out, though.
A little high. 2-2. The mental part of it is, as you found through your coaching career, you've been doing it for 3 decades. Is that as big as the physical?
I think it's all about mental, especially as the manager. I mean, your coaching staff with you.
Nice to right. Good piece of hitting. 1 run's going to come in, and will hold Jared Burrows. But Ryan Salvador, you mentioned it, with 2 strikes, a big hit. With 2 outs, a big hit, and a lead for Connecticut.
He certainly relieves the mental process. He's a coach's dream. He fights it, goes to right field with it. Again, defense is a premium, and Cranston is not giving extra bases. Nice play in the outfield by Mike Bogosian. Hits his cutoff. Hold that guy at first. First and third situation. Now here is where you may see something, but when you get I know the Coach Burrows knows Marquetti. He's too good, and that shortstop second baseman combination is awesome. So I think he's going to give Sokolsky a chance here to drive in a run. Don't want to run yourself into an out.
Yes, especially the 3rd out, but a lot of times in Little League we'll see that runner off first, try to get into a rundown and create all sorts of havoc out there and have that run from 3rd come in. Sokolsky, fair ball. Throw to first, and he got him.
Nice job by
That'll
Dylan.
end the inning. Sure was. Demers gets out of it, but another run comes across. We'll see if Rhode Island, who stranded 2, their first time up, will get a run. So far, Connecticut's got 1 each time they've come to the plate.
Marquetti showing his stuff.
Struble, Goodwood, game tied as he sends a single into right, and it's 5-5. And Addison Kopak back up the middle, and that's hit well. And Rhode Island has gone on top. Now the ball gets away, and here comes Struble. He's in. There it is. Rhode Island's going to Williamsport as they win the New England Championship. Good memories for the man sitting next to me, David Belisle, who of course coached Cumberland, Rhode Island in 2014. When did you actually start coaching Little League?
I started, believe it or not, I coached my little brother, who's 13 years younger than me when he was 20 years old. So I coached him and then took some time off. Had some babies with my beautiful wife Nancy, and I coached all 4 of them. So I've been, the second time around, I've been doing it 15 years.
15 years.
First year with not coaching Little League baseball, I really miss it.
Yeah, I'm sure they miss you coaching it too. So we're in the bottom of the second. Rhode Island now up. They're the home team today, and it's the pitcher Dylan Demers. 6, 7, 8, 9 due up.
Dylan's a very dangerous hitter. They've dropped him in the order during the tournament, but he has a lot of power. This is a big inning. Big inning.
3-2. Center field, playable if it's shallow enough, and a good couple of steps back for Robert Zawacki, and he makes the catch out there. Just feels like we'll see some balls they'll hit over that fence.
Coach has them perfectly positioned. This team, he's got them deep. He's got his infield back. He knows his defense. He knows that Cranston has some power.
Jason Catalano. One and one. Foul right back against the screen.
Just like Salvador for Connecticut. Scrappy talking to Gary Bucci. Catalano, he's the same way.
See what he does with 2 strikes. Off speed, line shot. Second baseman Ryan Salvador is there from one scrappy player to another. As we take a look at our Fresh Take, it's brought to you by Subway. Vermont, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Lewisberry, Pennsylvania outscored opponents 24-5, advancing to the Mid-Atlantic Final. They have as deep a lineup as we've seen. In fact, watching Little League games on ESPN3 and last couple of days over on the television side, it's like once again traditional power, Southern California, awesome. Team from Redland, Little League, Redland, Pennsylvania, looks really strong. New Hampshire here. Breaking ball that breaks a little bit too late. When you were in the middle of this stuff, were you sort of scouting the other teams, or you just focused on what's going on in your own region? You don't care about the other teams, or do you?
This particular, you care about your New England teams, yeah. You know, we just sat back and enjoyed, because you got 2 venues here. We really enjoyed watching the Mid-Atlantic, but your concentration is watching your opponents. You know, the kids are rubbing elbows and having fun with the other teams from New England. Coaches, we have respect. Not a lot of conversations between the New England coaches. Just a mutual respect.
Just a typical hard guy, Rhode Islander here. Belisle. Where's the soft side of David Belisle? We saw it all year last year.
When the game's over, you'll see a nice soft side to David Belisle. Just like a lot of these coaches right here. Between the lines. It's you and me.
Behind the bench, hockey, there's no soft side.
No, no mics in hockey. No mics.
Great, I don't know if you saw that great effort by Ben Jerome, who is catching today for Connecticut and really wanted to catch that ball off of the screen. And I think he managed to do it.
He's had a great tournament. Oh, nice stop.
Pedeswa, how about it? A clean inning. 1, 2, and 3 as he gets Demers to fly out to center. Catalano to line out to the second baseman. And check your reflections. Connor Pedeswa back at you with some time to throw out. Jake Bender, 2 in the books.
something that no other team can provide but you guys. That's pride. We get one shot to get it right. We get one shot, so hold on tight. We get one shot, so you had the whole place jumping. Wanna know why? They're like sportsmen. They're like guys who don't quit. They're like guys who play the game the right way. That's us. We'll be the boys of summer.
August 20 through 30. Baseball tonight will be on site as well as we look forward to bringing you the coverage of the 2015 Little League World Series. It's presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. That's Williamsport, Pennsylvania, pretty familiar site for David Belisle, who joins me in the booth here for the next couple of days. And the international teams that are already, you can see them there. Chinese Taipei is back. Venezuela, a team from Tokyo, Japan. Mexicali, Baja California, always good. Second time we've seen a team from Uganda. Lamadi Stadium, Volunteer Stadium. Still a few days away. Thursday we begin our coverage. That one is laced into left field. And the defensive replacement who has gone in for Rhode Island, Tom Harper, throws it back in.
Jumping on that first pitch. Ryan O'Connell. 2 for 2 today.
What was that trip like? You've done it twice. When you know you win here and you're going to Williamsport. Is that a bus ride? How do you
That is a bus ride. It's the best ride.
It's got to be.
You'll ever take. Yeah. And you don't have time. You don't have time. You don't go home. Right from here, the bus strolls in the next day, and you're on your way.
What do we got? Pizza? Like, what do we do?
Oh,
Donald, where are you going?
You got the pizzas on the bus, the sandwiches, the drinks. They're putting Sandlin on the video, and you're thinking, where am I going? I can't wait to get there. And then when you see that venue, that's the first thing they do. They take you, and they put you on top of that mad hill, and you're looking out. Oh boy!
And you're like, this is.
Oh my!
We're here. We're playing. We're not just watching.
Disneyland of baseball. And I'm so anxious for one of these teams. Just the thought of it. They're going to be so excited.
Vermont, New Hampshire still with a chance to advance as well from this New England region. This one is lifted towards the seats, and it's going to get out of play. This is sort of the view that you guys were given the first time you get there, off to the left, or where the players live. The Grove, and that's Lamadi Stadium. Picture postcard. Good job to spoil that one from Trey Brennan.
He treated like a rock star. Those boys will travel through that venue, and in the concession stand, autographs. They're the little league, major leaguers when they get to Williamsport. But to get there, you got to win here.
Trey Brennan strikes out.
Nice job by Dylan Demers again.
Demers has got 3 Ks on the day.
Good focus right there. Hit the spot. Oh, I had a tiger from Dylan right there.
Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here, David. Michael Morelli is going to pinch hit for Robert Zawacki. You mentioned the pitch count, and these are the limits for each pitcher. 66 or more, you got to rest for 4 days. And you see the subsequent numbers and the days that you need to rest. Look out. Fastball inside to Morelli.
And it's really going to come into play. We've already got 54 for Dylan here, and we're in the 3rd inning, so you know these pitch counts are invaluable. And that's why every at bat's so important.
Foul ball so important.
Fight it off. Fight it off.
You get those big #1 guys, and the more pitches you can get on their arm, the better you're doing offensively, because they're going to get out of the game. And there tends to be pretty significant drop-off between whether it's one guy or 2 guys. You have 1 ace, you have 2 aces, but you get to 3, 4, 5. The depth of the pitching is usually the differentiator at Little League.
That is correct. That is correct. You're getting, 4, 5, and 6. You got throwers. Those are the guys that are going to come up there and give you innings. But you don't ask them for victories.
That's your hold your breath and hope.
Yeah.
What are we going to get today?
Go get them, kid.
We're not expecting miracles. Let's just kind of hang around, keep us in the game. We'll get some big hits.
Yep. But right now we've got 2 good pitchers doing their job for their teams. important right here to Dylan. Keep it right where it is, 2-1.
First full count, 3-2 pitch, jam shot, and he fouls it off. So Morelli doing a good job tacking pitches on here to Demers on the mound.
Good speed on first base.
Let's go, kid.
Will challenge the outfield on a base hit.
Good pitch right down the middle, and Morelli strikes out. Second strikeout of the inning, 4th overall for Dylan Demers.
Like Dylan's fastball today. We know about the curve. We've seen it. Look at that fastball right in the outer edge. Little juice. I think he was thinking curve. And why not? He's been using it. Nice mix. Nice mix by Dylan Demers today. He looks so confident.
Ben Jerome swings and misses. Evens the count up 1-1. 1 run in the first inning for Connecticut. They stranded 2. Second inning, they get a run, and they stranded 2 more. On the ground to short. Good hop, flip to second for the out. And a nice clean inning. No runs come across despite a leadoff single from Ryan O'Connell. Rhode Island comes to bat trailing by a run, 2-1. Little League's been strengthening communities, building friendships, using teamwork, fun competition for over 70 years. It's the world's largest organized youth sports program with over 2 million kids and 1 million volunteers. I mean, to have volunteers that are doing their job, you can kick your feet up and read the sports section. To learn more on Little League, visit www.littleleague.org or follow with a hashtag LLWS on social media. Is that what you did yesterday? Just kind of kick back? You seem like a grinder. You're out moving all the time.
Oh, I did a couple games yesterday, but the first 2 games I had the pleasure of just sitting back and watching some great baseball.
Saw a good shot of you in the stands there yesterday. It looked like you were getting some sun.
I did too much. Had to come into the ESPN booth.
What's the Belial food of choice if we're getting some ballpark?
We're getting chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Tony's already got some right now. I'm looking at him. He's supposed to get some chicken fingers. They told him to save me some. Last night he got home. He didn't save me any.
There you go. So bagel with butter, not on the Belial breakfast. What about that vegetarian burger?
I think I'm going to pass on that one. I still got 10 more years before the veggie burger.
Mike Bogosian bats, swings and misses.
Well, both managers have gotten what they want from their starters. You know, they've got themselves in good situations. They've given them some innings and kept the score down.
There's a single up the middle and a good start to the bottom of the 3rd inning for Rhode Island. As Mike Bogosian delivers, the ball was thrown in by Michael Morelli, one of 3 defensive changes. Morelli's in center field. Trevor D'Amico's in right field, and Anthony Tanucci now playing second base.
Good stop by Michael Bogosian. He had a big hit the other night in a victory, coming off the bench. And there's another big hit. Now he brings that. Nice job.
Plus, you love when your number 9 guy delivers. We're going to have a little special pinch runner action. Ryan Demers is now special pinch running from Bogosian, who got that hit. Obviously, you don't see this in the major leagues, but a team may use a player who's not in the batting order as a special pinch runner for any offensive player, but only once per game for that player. So if Bogosian gets on again, he would have to run. We get a double play chance here, and they turn it. Oh, good job by the first baseman, Sokolsky, to pick it. And a 6-4-3 double play from Burrows to Tanucci just in the game to Sokolsky.
Great baseball. Burrows with a nice underhand toss and a nice relay to first base. Well done. He could have taken it himself. A nice flip, nice transfer, good stretch. 6-4-3. Coach's dream.
And it certainly is a coach's dream in a lot of ways. That took one pitch. You had the special pinch runner. He didn't play a role because he was cut down immediately. Clears the bases for David Marchetti, and that helps a lot. David Marchetti has tied the game up with a big shot to center field. And that's why that double play was so huge.
Huge
for Connecticut.
Talking about huge, David. Not waiting. Taking that first pitch and just driving it way over the left center field fence. Oh, get the ball way up in his zone. And David's such a good hitter. Just a quick swing. Boy, what a big double play that was.
You're not kidding. That's a 1-run tying shot instead of a 3-run go-ahead shot. So 2-2 for Jared Olson, the shortstop, also capable of hitting one out. The breaking ball misses for a ball.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that Mr. Olson had a grand slam. It was actually Mr. Mason, but he's certainly capable.
Line shot caught.
Grand slams.
Nice job by Jared Burrows. Picked it just before it hit the ground. Take a look at the extension from David Marchetti.
Doing what he does best. You gotta, come on, David, smile, baby. Pump your team up.
Big boy goes deep, and we're tied at 2. Welcome back to ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series. It's presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Of course, it is that time of year, Little League, but it's also that time of year when the football players are getting back into the pads. NFL, we've seen some preseason games, and of course college. The countdown of the college football season is in the home stretch. SportsCenter on the road, behind the scenes look from the training camps of 2 big ones, Auburn and Alabama. That's all day on SportsCenter. A couple of defensive changes. Ryan Demers goes in to catch in center field. David Marchetti And now playing right field, Jake Bender. So Marchetti in center, Jake Bender in right.
And the reason why Coach Bucci did that is at some point in time you're going to see Marchetti come into the game, and if he catches 4 innings, he can't pitch.
Right.
So, you know, he's going to put David, who's a good athlete, in center field. So you're probably going to see Marchetti in next to pitch, or one of the guys in this game. So you don't want to lose that option by keeping him in there, because he can pitch.
So 3rd inning, and it's 2-2, and now we begin the top of the 4th inning. First pitch is a ball as Demers has thrown 64 pitches. And that's the rule that Dave was just alluding to. A player who's played the position of catcher in 4 or more innings, we've only gone 3, cannot come in to pitch. So by moving the catcher Marchetti out from behind the plate, he would be eligible to throw on the mound today. And that's, again, has to do with the arm protection.
It's an excellent rule. I like the rule. Those arms are used way too much as it is.
Connor Pedeswa, yeah, preaching to you about multiple sports is meaningless, because you are obviously involved in multiple sports with hockey and baseball. But there's a general move afoot, it feels like, in this country to, you know, there's so much emphasis on specialization, but participation sports among the youth going down a little bit, because I think parents are kind of fed up with the whole attitude of you do this or you don't play with us.
Yeah, you're seeing that attitude. I don't know. To me, let the kids play. And putting more rules, you know, just puts on more restraints, and you're making like robots. Just let them play.
It's supposed to be fun.
It is. It really is supposed to be fun. And just puts more emphasis on the manager, and more rules and regulations, and kids.
Not to mention the cost involved for parents across the country. Travel teams, premier teams. We just play the game. Pedeswa strikes out. Noon in the East on this Friday with a full slate of games. Missouri, South Dakota, a Midwest Regional semifinal. Washington and Idaho, 3 o'clock Eastern time. The Great Lakes Regional semifinal. Ohio will take on Kentucky. ESPN 2 at 5 Eastern. We're back here with a Mid-Atlantic Regional elimination game at 7 Eastern time. It's a team from New York and Maryland, and then Hawaii and Utah. The winner gets Southern Cal.
Okay, is that good, Rye? Good? Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Rye, got it? All right. Thank you.
It's our version of the wardrobe malfunction. That's all. We'll fix it, move on. Nobody's offended. Ryan Demers just came in to catch, so now we get the shin guards in a good spot.
We got a little brotherly love going on over here. Pitcher, catcher, but no change in Dylan's performance. Struck out the first guy with the brother catching.
Trevor D'Amico bats now. On the ground, third base to first. Nice throw, good play over there by Nick Mason, made it look easy.
Dylan looking really smooth right here. Really smooth. Now you got Burrows coming up, nobody on.
Top of the order.
Yep, best hitter. I know we didn't hear Coach Bucci, but I'm sure that was one of the things that he mentioned to Mr. Demers, was that let's get this guy, so we don't want this guy coming up on anybody on base.
On the ground. Oh, what a play over there by Mason. Oh, he got him. Nick Mason to his left, and he rolls and throws.
Look at those kids. Look at how Coach is pumped up. Oh. It's amazing what a play can do, and an unbelievable play. Nick Mason, leave your feet. The big boy gets up, doesn't even get up. Now he gets up. Oh, look at the look on him. I tell you, as a manager and as players on the bench, watch these kids come flying off this bench. And Burrows just crushed it.
Outstanding play. The Nolan Arenado of the team from Rhode Island. Nick Mason does the routine, And then the extraordinary.
Game changer.
Welcome back here in Bristol. An elimination game, Connecticut and Rhode Island. Nick Mason coming off just an outstanding web gem defensive play. His favorite baseball player is Josh Donaldson, of course, the great third baseman for the Blue Jays. Donaldson would have been proud of that play. Oh, we almost had another one over there at first base, but that's going to be a clean hit for Cam Adamek. As Rhode Island uses the defensive play from Mason to motivate themselves, the crowd on its feet.
This is a game changer right here. Motivation. Get your team pumped up. Oh, what a play. And Cam Adamek seizing the moment.
You know what's going to happen now that Nick Mason's coming up, right?
Oh, yeah. Always happens.
Always happens. Table is set for Mason. He's already made the defensive play of the game, and now big fella could leave the yard and give his team a 2-run lead. Breaking ball misses. This is what you ran into, I thought, last year with Trey Tebow. Just the momentum of the moment, and then he kept going.
Kept going. Nick's feeling really good right now.
This one is playable, center field, and it's caught out there, so it didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen because that was a beautiful pitch. Nice job. Get the ball in his hands. Don't let him extend. Connor, that's just a great job by you, my friend. Because you had one boy that was juiced up.
Tom Harper will bat now for Dylan Demers. He lays down a good bunt, really good bunt. At first, safe at first.
Textbook. Surprise. Textbook. Everything's well played by Connecticut, but it's just a perfect bunt in between the pitcher and the catcher, and pitcher makes a nice play. Jerome, no chance. What a beautiful bunt. The little things that win championships, the little things.
Really close play at first base, but 2 men on the Harper bunt. Adamek's down to second, and another pinch hitter, Jake Santonio, gets his chance.
You know, you need these boys, and they do. And that's why they're here. It takes 13 boys to make things happen. And I've watched Cranston in several games where their bench has provided the key hit, the key play. I'm still loving that bunt. You know, we've seen a really good game today. Great plays. Both teams on their game.
Was there ever any thought to you get into a game like this, and obviously you don't know how the game's going to play itself out, but a lot of times you do get your bench players in situations 4th inning, 5th inning, where you got to get them in to hit. They're not the strongest hitters per se on the team. Do you ever think about having them start a game or using them in the 1st or 2nd inning so that maybe you don't find yourselves in a situation where we need hits. Not that they're not capable of doing it, but you use them early as opposed to late.
I have done that. I like getting my subs in early, and sometimes I have started them. That's a very good point. The coaches would like to get the big jump, get the big lead, right. But I like my big players in big situations late in the game.
Conversation here may have a batting out of order situation. We'll let you know in a moment. I want to remind everybody the Angels struggling, especially on the road, deal with the best defensive team on the planet, the Kansas City Royals. Baseball tonight starts at 7 Eastern time, and the Angels and the Royals at 8 on Sunday Night Baseball. It's presented by Taco Bell. Baseball rules on ESPN.
Well, speaking of rules, something's happening here that I'm going to try to find out what the situation is, but they're discussing something about.
He led things off with a single, and then Mason flew out. That was the correct batting order. The pitcher's spot, they sent up Harper, and the pitcher's spot never really batted. So Harper was used as a pinch hitter, but he was used not for the right spot. He wasn't supposed to hit for the pitcher. Jumped in there too early.
And if that's the case, I think what happened there was the excitement of Mason's play, may have juiced things up so much that, something happened with this batting order that
Dylan Demers was the pitcher who was supposed to hit.
We're getting, I think you're correct, Kyle.
Tom Harper batted when it looked like it was supposed to be Demers up there, and it may have very well have been Ryan Demers instead of Dylan Demers who was going to hit.
So it
was supposed to be the pitcher Dylan Demers, and he didn't hit. What's going to happen is the runner at second, Adamek's going to go back to first. Tom Harper, who laid that good bunt down, he did his job. He's coming off of first. Demers is out for not batting. So there's going to be a man on first, and there's going to be 2 outs when this is all sorted out.
Right. So Adamek's going to have to go back to first base. That isn't, here we talk about momentum changes, and as a coach and manager, I think it's a great job by the Connecticut coach. He must have seen this and pointed it out right away. And you know what? You've got rules, you got coaches, and you got to be aware of what's going on. And it goes back to, it started when Marchetti, they wanted to use Marchetti as a pitcher, and coming up in the next few innings, and they put Demers at catcher, which changed the situation right there.
So Adamek's going to be moved back to first. Now the coach is bringing him back to first and kind of explaining it to the team. It's Gary Bucci, and this is it's too bad for them. Clearly they're feeling it because they had a little situation going here. So Dylan's the pitcher.
And Gary's a little frustrated right now because as your manager, you're managing your kids, and it's just a mistake. It happens. It really happens. But what Gary's got to do now is, he's got to accept the responsibility as the manager, regroup here, refocus. You still got a man on first. Now you got 2 outs, but you still got a good hitter coming up, and let's get back in our game. This is done. It's done with, and I think Gary will realize that in a few seconds here. He just wants to make sure that all the logistics are correct, get the right people in the right place, and let's play some ball. I think the longer it lingers on, will be a disadvantage for Gary and his team.
Yeah, so by not coming to the plate in his spot, Dylan Demers, the pitcher, is ultimately called out. And now Tom Harper, who laid down that good bunt, will get another chance to bat because he technically wasn't out It was the guy that didn't come to the plate in his particular spot. So there's 2 outs. Adam Eck goes back to first.
O'Connor's all right because he threw about 20 warm-up pitches waiting. So his pitch count now is going from 52 to 72.
Oh, look out.
Geez.
That one was close.
Oh, that hit the side. That's where you don't want it. Oh, boy. Oh.
So that was Tom Harper, and it looked like it
It's
got
a
him.
dangerous situation.
Yeah, right on that cheekbone.
Oh, boy. And this is a concern for everybody right here. This it's just one that got away and no chance because the angle of it was actually coming right for his eyeball.
Well, as the Little League professionals get out there and tend to him, Thomas Harper's down there on the ground. Of course, his mom Dawn and father Tom, teammates both sides, all looking at him. And again, this was all part of that bizarre batting out of order. You mentioned Connor Pedezra on the mound, who threw a lot of warm-up pitches, and then he was quickly required to throw a regular pitch, and it got away.
Yeah, it just took away from the momentum of the game, and right now the momentum is nothing. We're concerned about the young boy right here. You know, you'll see in Little League Baseball, some teams will have those masks and those cages on their helmets. It does impair your vision somewhat, so you'll see most of your all-stars not using it. But a lot of your rec leagues, I know back in Cumberland, most of the kids have that cage on. And watch here, see how his face is facing the pitch, and he has no shot. He does the best he can just to slightly turn his, but it did hit him, and it did hit him. And whether it just tipped it, the helmet, the hair flap or not, you hope it took most of the brunt, but.
Yeah, Thomas Harper is there. His coach, manager Gary Bucci down there with him.
And there's a silence here because, you know, we play this game because we love this game. We love watching these young boys, but all parents involved right here, both sides, whether it's your young boy or not, everyone's very, very concerned.
So as we wait the delay here for all the proper medical attention to be paid to Thomas Harper.
He is moving, so you know, he looks pretty good. You know, he looks pretty good. It happened to my son James back in 2011 and caught the stroke right in the eyeball, and he was very, very fortunate.
In this case, they're looking at his what appears to be his left cheekbone.
Yeah.
4'10", 85-pounder.
He looks pretty good though right now. I know Doc is talking to him. He does a fabulous job. You know, let him talk a little and breathe a little. And you know, it shakes up the pitcher as much as it does everybody out in the field, because the young boy, you know, I'm sure he's relieved that he's walking, and he looks pretty good. You know, I think this might be a time where Coach Burrows may come out and talk to his pitcher. He's communicating him right now. Here's a replay of this. Right there, right, like you said, Carl, it was right toward the cheek area. He just tucked his chin in just enough. Just enough. So it could have been an incredibly dangerous situation. The boy did exactly what you're supposed to do.
Rolled out of the way of it.
You're going to hear it live here.
Yeah, it definitely grazed the helmet a little bit, which may have helped. But Harper, who's a hockey player as well as a baseball player, has moved off the field to get some
entering the game as a
help. So
runner, number 2, Mike Bogoshin.
He looks like he's going to be okay.
Yep.
Really does. So any of you relatives living back in Cranston watching the game, he's going to be okay.
Mike Bogosian has gone in as a runner for him. So we're kind of back to the situation we were in with Adamek at second base, a base runner at first with one more out.
So now it seems like we have 2 games right here. We had a game that was full of momentum and Christmas, and now we've had a couple situations here totally opposite of one another. We're batting out of order, which delayed it, and then we had a hit batsman, which has delayed it. And it's going to be interesting to see how Connor responds to this, because he has pitched a really good game up to this point.
And this is a bit of a kind of a chess match, for Gary Bucci. And the substitution rules generally go when nobody's hurt and we're not batting out of order, but the rules are a starter or substitute can re-enter the game, but only in the same position in the batting order. The substitute cannot be removed until he or she completes its mandatory play. If a pitcher throws 41 or more in a game, he cannot catch for the remainder of the day. So Bogosian, who was replaced in right field, he's now a special pinch runner. And Jake San Antonio was originally a pinch hitter in this spot. He still has a bat in his hands. That's him there, number 11. This is a team that has 4 substitutes, so 13 players.
So not only do we have this craziness with the batting out of order, now we've got someone who's injured and has left the game, and now you've got to get someone in to replace him. So what we're seeing now is we're trying to figure out.
Who'd you rely on? Was it yourself?
Oh, I wanted nothing to do with this. I have unbelievable assistant coaches, and I just totally avoided it. You take care of it. They were my earpieces. Says, okay, what do I do? All right. I just wanted to manage and play some baseball. Now, a situation where the young boy got hurt, that's something that is totally my responsibility as a manager. And you got to have great assistant coaches to make you tick, and that's what they're good at. And I was very, very fortunate to have 2 scorebook guys in both years that were just the best. I know they're listening too. Glad and DeVoke.
Yep. So the way it works in Little League, many of the coaches around the country know it. You generally, in substitutes, you tie 2 people together. So 10, Jason Padalano was tied to Tom Harper,
Correct.
who just got hurt.
That's correct.
So Harper's out. Padalano will play first base and run. The special pinch runner actually will now go to second base and take Adamek out of the game.
That's correct.
So Bogosian comes off first. That was the quickest special pinch run that was ever required. He didn't.
As a special pinch runner at second base, number 8, Jake Bender.
All right. A lot of people at home are thinking, why, it's just really complicated for something that shouldn't be that complicated. Long story short, you had a batting out of order, then an injury, and now the game continues with Jake Santonio up, and it's 2-2. Critical spot in the game, too, with 2 men on and 2 men down.
And both these teams have come up clutch here with 2 outs. We've seen situations 3 out of 4 times they've scored the runner from second base. So let's see if they can do it. You know, Cranston, get the player injured. Let's get a hit. Let's give us a lead here.
Right back at the pitcher, and what a play by Connor Pedeswa. That will help as well. We've seen double plays. We've seen dynamite plays at third base, and now a pitcher. Connor Pedeswa protects himself and prevents a go-ahead run from scoring. We're into it. We're through 4, and it's 2-2. We're back, everybody. ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. Little League Baseball. There's a new $1.8 million Grow the Game program. It was created to provide the local leagues the resources they need for general improvement, help recover from a natural disaster, things like that. Expand or establish a softball league, a challenger division, urban initiative programs. More information, visit www.littleleague.org/grow the game. Well, this is an elimination game. It's had everything. I mean, things you couldn't even imagine it having, it's had. But it's 2-2. Whole new game here. Still 2 innings to go. Losing team gets eliminated. The winning team lives to play another day. Oh, off the glove of the first baseman, Cam Adamek.
Nice try by Adamek.
Not playing on your home field, a little unfamiliar with the territory.
That is correct. Now that sun was right above him, so that might have a play in it. If you notice the sunshine right in his eyes. Dylan Demers here at up to 76 pitches and pitched an outstanding game. Outstanding.
Oh, nice battle, kid. Win this.
0-2 to Anthony Tanucci. Foul ball, but look at our man Mason making diving plays, left and right.
His mom will be more than happy to watch that uniform. He's into it. He's still smiling. Big pitch here.
Little high, 1-2, 77, now 78 pitches in the game. 85 the maximum. You just saw Dylan Demers take a peek over his shoulder to check his pitch count. Good one in there for a strike, and Tanucci goes down looking.
Demers picking up his team. He got Tanucci out twice. Did a nice job.
6 strikeouts in the game. Luke Sokolsky, we're at number 3 in the order, followed by Ryan O'Connell, so a dangerous part of the order for Connecticut. Fastball poured in for a strike.
And here we go. We're talking 5th and 6th inning. Both teams are going to be bringing up their tops here, and this is where it gets critical. This is where we separate.
On the ground, Mason. He's a vacuum over there as he throws out Sokolsky for the second part of the inning.
Again, nice job by Nick. Fronting the ball, keeping his body in front. And he's having so much fun over there. Throwing strikes across that diamond.
Keep hitting it at me. You keep trying. Keep hitting it at me.
He doesn't care if it's foul or not. He's going to dive.
Now Ryan O'Connell. 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Again, I know I mentioned it before, but what a job by Dylan Demers here to get to the 5th inning, 2 outs, and still in the game, and only giving up 2 runs against a very potent Connecticut offense.
No walks. Foul ball at the plate. He's ahead 0-2. Now, one thing these pitchers have done, they've thrown strikes. You get through a game with no walks. And that was one of the messages the coaches gave to you before the game. We can't have our guys giving extra bases. How about it? A strikeout, a 1-2-3 inning, 5 in the books for the pitcher from Rhode Island, and that was outstanding. Strikeout of Anthony Tanucci. Great play at third base, and then a strikeout of Ryan O'Connell.
Look out, Cranston.
ESPN's coverage of the Little League World Series is presented by Kellogg's Frosted Flakes cereal. They're great.
Little Lake compounds. There's, if you look closely, David was right on that big swing yesterday. Then he hit the roller coaster and was thrown upside down. You've just enjoyed it all, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that not you? Was that?
No, I was at the mini golf.
Bottom 5 elimination game. Really good one between Cranston, Rhode Island, and Waterford, Connecticut. The number 9 hitter in the order, and then back to the top for Rhode Island. Ryan Demers is going to bat first. As you take a look at it, Waterford and Cranston are playing now. South Burlington, Vermont gets the winner of this game. And then Bedford, New Hampshire, who has put up 15 and 11 runs in their 2 wins, we'll get the winner of the game tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The final is Sunday at 1. And there you see the New Hampshire headline as they clinch the place in the New England title matchup. Much easier road, obviously. You get some time off, and the pitchers can line themselves up a little bit.
Well, they got the bye. There was a couple teams here that had byes in Vermont. New Hampshire got the byes, and it's an advantage, but you got to take advantage of it. And that's a good team from Bedford. They're going to wait patiently. I'm sure they're out in the cages. And they're certainly watching this game. And it's a good one.
Really good. Ryan Demers leads things off. First pitch is a ball inside. Connor Pedez has done a nice job when you talk about pitching efficiency.
Outstanding job. And he's mixed his pitches. He's not going to, again, not going to overpower you, but his coach was saying he's got to hit his spots. Well, coach, how about this?
Swings at one that's outside the strike zone, and Demers behind 1 and 2. Big first out if they can get it, because we're back to the top of the order after this hitter.
Jerome's done a nice job back there setting him up.
He gets the strikeout. Now we go back to the top of the order as we take a look at our Honda game summary. Pedez has been very good with his number of pitches. Only 2 strikeouts in the game. Dylan Demers, on the other hand, 7 strikeouts and no walks. You'll see David Marchetti, he's on deck. He's got the lone home run of the day, and he has scored twice.
For Rhode Island, pinch hitting, number 19, Will Nebus.
So Will Nebus, number 19, he'll be the pinch hitter now.
Again, these subs in these critical situations here late in the game. Get on base.
And Will was an interesting story. He was sort of the last boy who was cut from the team, and then when the team was notified of who was on it, one of the boys was unable to commit to it. So Will Nebus joined the team.
That's correct. I'm talking to coach about him, and he was so enthusiastic. Just wanted to play. Sometimes he just plays, 1 inning. Sometimes he just has 1 at bat. But his attitude is fantastic. And you get cut. Some parents, well, you're not going back. They didn't watch you the first time.
Right.
Not this young boys. He came. He was so glad to come back for the opportunity. And the kids love him. He's a great team player.
He's had a couple of big hits for them.
He sure has. You need kids like this.
Pretty quick bat trying to get on ahead of David Marchetti, the big home run hitter. Oh, and that'll help you get on. He gets hit by a pitch. So Nebus goes down to first, and we'll likely see a special pinch runner.
Oh boy, that's a big play in the game right there.
Huge.
Yeah. No chance to get out of the way here. One that got away. A few of them have gotten away. Now he's got Marchetti. Oh boy.
This is, when you were coaching and managing, did you talk to yourself this way?
Oh, graze, just graze, just grazing, and you're so proud of him on the mound. You're so proud of him. You ask yourself, just one more. Please, just get this one boy. And they battle. you battle.
Well, Nebus may have turned out to have the biggest at bat of the game, and he got hit by a pitch. Marchetti hit by a pitch earlier and a home run. This one to right, coming hard is Sanford, dives, does not make the catch. To second and then nearly tagged out, but safe is Bogosian, who came in as a special pinch runner. So 2 men on as Matt Sanford tried his hardest out there in right field and couldn't come up with it.
It was a great effort. He looked trouble right from the outset. It's in a spot where you got the first baseman, second baseman, right fielder. Oh, what a good try. He's upset with himself, but you can't get upset right now. You got to refocus. This next ball may be coming right at you, but that was a great try.
1 out, Jared Olson bats. Bottom of the 5th inning of an elimination game. We're tied at 2. Fastball misses.
Coach Burrows, talk about gray hairs. Hit batsman, one that just missed. Could be out of this inning right here.
Olson on the ground, double play ball, flip to second, to first. Another big double play. Turned by Burrows and Ryan Salvador. And Connecticut gets out of it.
Way to turn it, boys. Let's play some ball.
Olson, he hit it hard, but he hit it right at the shortstop.
Clutch, so clutch.
As we approach the 20-minute-to-1 mark here in the East, Missouri and South Dakota on deck on ESPN. If our game continues past 1, we'll start that on ESPN News. Another regional semifinal, Washington against Idaho at 3 Eastern time on ESPN. Ohio, Kentucky at 5 on ESPN2. We're back at 7 with a Mid-Atlantic regional elimination game, and then Hawaii and Utah in a West Regional semifinal. If I said ESPN News, I meant to say ESPNU. ESPNU at the top of the hour if our game runs long.
Well, this will be Dylan DeMaris's last batter he will face in this game. And he's pitched a marvelous game. He's reached 85.
Yep, Trey Brennan is up, and he swings wildly at that one to fall behind 0-2. 7 strikeouts in the game for Dylan DeMaris.
We've seen everything, Colin. It's been a great game. When do you see 2 double plays? Diving stop by Mason. Batting out of order. We've had pitching that no one expected to see today. 2 young boys giving their teams a chance to win. And here we are in the 6th, and we're all tied up.
Brennan, it's going to get out of play. Do want to update the condition of Tom Harper, if you were watching. Got hit by a pitch on that left cheekbone, grazed the helmet. He's been taken to the hospital by his folks. He was cognizant, he was alert, he was aware, but had a little headache, so they brought him over there just to check him out for a concussion. And hopefully he's going to be okay. But he was alert and cognizant as he left. And the 85 pitch limit, while there is 85 pitches at your limit, if you're start of that batter anytime before or on your 85th pitch, you do have the ability to finish that at bat. fouls one off.
Here's where all those little things that you practice, and one of them is defense. Another one is base running. And both these coaches I know spent hours on this, and this may come to fruition here if we don't get the long ball.
Brennan on the ground to third. Mason bobbles it, throws to first, low. But he held the bag there. Nice job by Adamek, and Nick Mason continues to make very good plays at third base.
Nice job by Nick again. A little bobble, but stay down on the ball. Picks it up with the bare hand. Don't use the glove to pick it up. Go with the bare hand and throw a nice strike again, and Adamek with another good stretch. Defense, defense, defense.
All right, so we are going to have a pitching change. Demers runs out of pitches. He'll go play in the field, and David Marchetti's coming in from center to pitch. Dylan Demers getting a hand from his teammates. He's now moved over to shortstop. Tell you what, he hides the ball really well. He's got a little hitch in that delivery there to delay it.
He's had an outstanding day. He gave his team a chance to win. And if you asked Gary before the game, 85 pitches, 6th inning, 2-2. What a performance. Nice job, Dylan. Now we've got Marchetti back behind the plate. I'll tell the reason for that. Gary talks about defense, and Olson and Marchetti are pretty equal when it comes to pitching. And right now in this game, he needs David behind that plate.
And he's got Jared Olson, who comes in from shortstop to pitch. And the count evens up 1-1. You cannot have a pass ball, can't have a pitch get by the catcher and allow the runner to advance. He threw an inning against Massachusetts and didn't give up anything. He walked 2, he struck out 1.
No, I've watched Jared pitch. He can do this.
Robert Sawacki's the batter. This one lifted to center field and deep, but just on the track. It's caught out there by Jake Bender.
Nice try. Nice try. Did what he was supposed to do. Took the inside pitch and launched it. But not far enough. Nice piece of hitting. But Gary's got his defense, Mr. Bucci, deep, and that's where you got to play late in these innings. Can't give up doubles here. Keep him on first.
Ben Jerome next to bat. First pitch strike from Jared Olson.
I expect something good from Jerome. He's had a good tournament. He's a spark plug.
Good off-speed pitch he was way ahead of, and it's now 0-2.
Nice pitch. Keep a good hitter like that off balance. He elevated.
He tried to.
Nice job by Jerome just to foul that back.
You know, you got the Cameron crazies at Duke. These are the Cranston crazies over here.
Oh, yeah.
On their feet, screaming and yelling. They're into it.
Yep. Feel that juice. Play you sense it. Need all the help you can here in the late innings.
Ooh, just misses. It's 2-2. There they are, the Cranston crazies.
Okay, here we go. 2-2.
slow roller. Mason, wait a minute! Bare hand in the dirt, and he couldn't hang on at first. Boy, he made the play, and he just maybe rushed his throw a little bit, bounced it, and Adamek couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the right play, bare hand. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one for Adam. But the proper approach by Nick Mason was the right one. Just couldn't finish the play. So he is human after all.
No, after that bare hand, I thought he's going to make another great play. To give him the error, Connor Pedeswa comes up. This is your point about Marchetti being behind the plate with a base runner on. Their goal is to prevent him from getting into scoring position. Good pitch.
Pedeswa, who's been the man on the mound, can do something here for himself at the plate. There's a little more oomph right now from the pitcher, the hitter, the fielders, the crowd. They're sensing something's going to end soon, and they want to be part of it.
Good spoil there by Pedeswa, who has struck out twice today. And Olson's a bulldog out there. You can see it. He's getting it. He's throwing it. We're not wasting any time, not wasting any motion. Breaking ball, strike 3. So Cranston, Rhode Island will have a chance in the bottom of the 6th of a tie game. After that strikeouts, it's Adamek, Mason, and Demers. That means 4, 5, and 6 due up for Rhode Island. Team and anyone else who will listen to help his team win. Demers.
Get out of here. All right, let's go. Hits on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on.
Look at him.
Let's go.
He needs help. Look at him. Come on.
Still asking.
He is.
Needs the Cranston Crazies on their feet.
He's aging by the minute. He needs some juice.
He's got a good chance here. He's got Cam Adamek,
does.
the number 4 hitter, leading off. First pitch from Pedeswa in there for a strike.
I don't know what's going to happen from here right now, but I'm telling you, this kid has pitched one heck of a game.
Third time through the order, fouled off.
I mean, Demers goes out there. He gives you 8 Ks and no walks. This young boy is going 6, and he's still at 71. And these are 2 good offense.
Yep.
They can hit the ball. Again, defense and pitching, it's going to get you where you want to go.
A hanger he may have gotten away with. That one looked kind of juicy coming in, didn't it?
Come on, Kim.
Connecticut and Rhode Island, they both had a win yesterday. They both have to win today, and only one of them will. They got to win again tomorrow to force a Sunday championship showdown with Bedford, New Hampshire. This one is fair down the line. Adamek to first. And held up there at second, but a clutch leadoff double in the bottom of the sixth for Cam Adamek.
He's been doing it the whole tournament. What a big hit. In a big spot. Just turns on it. Good job out there to retrieve that ball in a hurry, not to give him 3. Here's Mason. Oh boy.
First pitch, strike to Nick Mason, who was 0 for 2 at the plate, but he has been the best defensive player today with a couple of great defensive plays.
There it is.
Into left, it's fair, and it is a first and third situation as Mason moves Adamek to third base.
Keeping those hands in, fighting it off. Nice job by Nick. You got to, you know, with the power of Nick Mason, you got to play back, and he had no chance to get that ball. First and third, nobody out. Looking good for Cranston here. You know, you got to bring your infield in. You got to stop this from scoring.
Yeah, a lot of times you'd see a intentional walk here to load him up to get a force everywhere.
He's going to have to bring his outfield in too. You really can't afford to.
Can't afford anything.
No, you can't afford you know, he hits it over your head. The game's over anyway. So yeah, that's what he's doing. He's bringing them all in. So
this is Dylan Demers. Remember, he was responsible for that batting out of order. Now he's got a chance to be the hero on the mound.
Yeah, just let him go.
Yeah, and be the hero at the plate.
So here we go. Anything on the ground, got to come home with it.
Now they're loaded anyway, and now there's a force at every base as Dylan Demers gets plunked.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
You know, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I don't think Dylan feels that way, but here it is, bases loaded. It gives you as defense, it gives you a better situation. Now it's just a force out. Don't have to apply the tag. But here we go.
Jason Padalano.
Connecticut, Rhode Island coming out of this.
First pitch ball gets away, but everybody stays at their bases.
Now they've pinch ran already for Adamek, and he doesn't have great speed, so they can't do it again. You can only do it once in a game, so don't expect him to score on any type of pass ball.
Padalano to short. They'll get a play at the home, and they get the force there. One man down.
One at a time. That's what you want to do. One at a time. Burrows did a nice job. He sets himself. Makes a strong throw. Jerome right there. Squeeze it. Okay. So try it again.
Burrows at short. 2 double plays, and then that must have. First pitch swinging is Jake Bender. Strike 1.
Huh. Wow.
81 pitches.
Still battling.
81 pitches, 4 hit batters, 2 double plays.
And this is just an elimination game.
I know. That one misses,
just
now
missed.
2-1.
Just missed. Now the ball gets a little tight in your hand already here, but it doesn't seem to bother this young boy. He's making his pitches.
Uh-oh, 3-1. The walk ends it and wins it for Rhode Island.
And we don't want that. No, we don't want that. You can do it, kid. Throw it over the plate and see what happens here. Come on, bud.
He does. Good pitch. 3-2. It'll be the last batter that Pedezwa can face. So if he can get through this, how about that? You're coming in the situation as the next pitcher with the bases loaded.
Oh, 3-2.
On the ground again. Play at home. Again caught. Wow, was that a hard play by Ben Jerome. Burrows threw it 100 miles an hour. And Jerome held on to it for the force. We're going to have a pitching change.
But you know, when I was talking about the pitcher squeezing the ball, Burrows a little bit of a squeeze here. You know, as good as he is, you know, you're still a little nervous, a little tight, and watch how he does everything right, but the ball goes down. Oh boy, Jerome. What a play. Nice set, but watch, the ball goes down. Oh, what a nice play that was, a game saver. Imagine who is the young boy that's going to come up now
and pitch.
Here you go, son. Take the ball. Bases loaded.
Right there, buddy. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, how about a hand for that young boy? I hope both sides give him a great hand.
You got to go to first. Here's this. Here's that. Here's this. Here's that. Okay. Let's go. Close them out, okay? And we'll get in here and we'll score some runs and we'll take it, okay?
Well, it's going to be Luke Sokolsky who's going to come in to pitch. 86 pitches. The pitch limit is 85. So he was technically 2 over his limit in order to face this batter, which is going to be Ryan Demers. Game recap, and it started with each team scored in the first inning. Connecticut went up 1-0. Rhode Island came back to tie it 1-1, 2-1, and then the third inning, the home run. That's why we are tied right now. Home run off the bat of David Marchetti.
Well, everything that these two coaches, managers, I should say, have practiced during the whole summer has come to fruition today. They practiced their pitching, their hitting, fielding, running the bases, situational baseball. We've had it all today. And the boys on both sides have responded. A great game.
All right, so it's Luke Sokolsky. DJ Lukey Luke is his nickname. And he's got to throw strikes. So walk cannot afford. They've had the bases loaded, though, and nobody out. Now there's bases loaded, 2 outs. The next Midwest Regional semifinal from Indianapolis. It's Missouri taking on South Dakota. We root for them to have a game as good as this one.
Little League baseball at its best. It's been a pleasure being here.
Ryan Demers bats, and Sokolsky's first pitch. Another one on the ground to short. You can go anywhere. That's the out there. Yep. That's the third out. What a play by Burroughs. He had 3 ground balls hit to him. With the bases loaded, he made every play, and they had the bases loaded, nobody out, and don't score. Wow. You got to be kidding.
Incredible job by Connecticut.
Hey. Gary Bucci's going to ask if that was in some way interference.
No way.
You'd certainly argue obstruction too, but
yeah, no way, Gary.
Either one. Defenders got the right to that baseball, and Burroughs was going for it. Connecticut survives a bases loaded, nobody out situation. We're going to the 7th inning of an elimination game.
Zubin Mehenti in our Little League studios. Coming up next on ESPNU, Webb City, Missouri against Rapid City, South Dakota, Midwest Regional Semifinal. Moments away, under 8 on the U. Carl, Dave, you guys have some more business to take care of just down the road from where I'm sitting.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here at the Giamatti Training Center. Great Little League field here, the side of the regionals for both the New England and the Mid-Atlantic. And it's Connecticut 2, Rhode Island 2 of an elimination game, and we are going to extra innings as we take a look at our Kellogg's Frosted Flakes moment of the game. And here with David Belisle, the coach of Cumberland, Rhode Island last year. Bases loaded, nobody out, and 3 ground balls to the shortstop, and Jared Burroughs made every play.
Every play, and that's not easy to do. Well, as advertised, we predicted a great game. Connecticut, Rhode Island, again, battling each other. Just tremendous work, guys. You guys are awesome.
Last 5 years, the New England champion has either been from Connecticut or Rhode Island. Start the 7th off with the number 9 hitter, Matt Sanford. Jared Olson, who came on in relief in the 6th inning, continues to pitch.
Jared's attacking the zone too. He's got great pitching today. Jared did a nice job when he came in, and it's time to.
I mean, think about it. How many bases loaded, nobody out situations does a team not score?
That doesn't. Not in
It never happens.
No, not an all-star play. Not with these types of hitters that you have. And we're talking about, you know, you're not facing number ones here. You're deep into the pitching rotations, and just execution was perfect.
Sanford fouls that one back. Yeah, they hit the ball too. They put it. I mean, usually you put it in play, something good happens,
right,
with the bases loaded.
It's unfortunate it went to the same boy, you know, who practiced once, twice, and did it the 3rd time. And he's a good player. Good player.
He's on deck. We'll see Jared Burrows, the shortstop for Waterford, Connecticut. As the 3-2's on the way, ball 4, leadoff man is on. Olson's fired up there.
And that was important for Connecticut to take that momentum coming off that field with basically disbelief, but with excitement and getting a leadoff walk.
13 and 14, you see that they were not only the champion, but the runner-up.
That's correct. And back in 2011, we had a great game in the semifinals against Fairfield, Connecticut, and that went down to the wire. And then back in 2010, our Cumberland national team lost to Fairfield in the last inning. So in dramatic fashion, good crowd, good excitement. You know, I don't know, something about you walk into this grove and you see Connecticut and say, somehow we're gonna meet. We're gonna meet. And they have, and they've done a great job of providing that competitive spirit and the respect that Little League Baseball deserves.
Jared Burrows, the leadoff hitter. First pitch strike. Jake San Antonio has gone in as a special pinch runner there at first base. That was the first walk that we saw from a Rhode Island pitcher today. They had 8 strikeouts combined and 1 walk. On the ground to short, to second for 1, to no first. So they get the leadoff man on as Demers flips it to Caleb Harris.
Nice pitch by Jared right here. If you watch this again, had him reaching, pounds it into the ground. Get it to Demers. Good transfer over to second base. Big out.
Now tough out, Ryan Salvador.
Oh, I'd like to have him up in this situation.
Called strike, made good contact. Had a big hit in the 2nd inning. That's a good pitch on the outside corner. And it's 0-2.
Olson painting it now. He needs to. A couple tough hitters right here. Leave him at first.
Overthrows a little bit, and the count is 1-2.
It's okay. Got Marchetti back there.
He reaches for 1, and Salvador strikes out for the 2nd time today as Olson gets him to fish. That's his 2nd strikeout.
Nice pitch. You know, you got ahead of him, had 2 strikes on him, you got to protect.
Now when you get the number 3 hitter, you got to have a meeting.
Let's just be smart with this kid. I'm sure he wants to keep it away. Have some fun, okay? Let's go. Let's see if there's a play at first base. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Okay? All right, let's go. Shade over towards second a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
So you had the manager go out there, and then you had the kid say, let's have some fun. Did you hear hear the boy, let's have some fun.
That's right. You know, we need our kids. They know when we're uptight. A little message right there.
This is a dangerous hitter, the number 3 hitter, Luke Sokolski.
Luke's a big boy. And that's what Gary Bucci mentioned. Keep it away. Don't get in half.
That one is Mason again to first, no, but he does prevent the ball from getting to the outfield. You can't get a ball by him over there.
Oh boy, I think those Rhode Island historians are going to bring back Brooks Robinson here. Oh, boy. Nick laying it out. But for Connecticut, they've got their first and second, and here's their number 4.
Ryan O'Connell, first pitch ball.
And Coach Burrows, this is what he wants. This is who he wants at the plate right here, number 4.
Chases the fastball that was low and outside. And it evens it up at 1-1.
Now, Olsen's faster than you think. He's sneaky fast.
O'Connell late on that fastball.
Sure was.
1-2. Outfield is deep. Speed at second base.
So impressed here.
And he chases one, and Olsen pumps his fist as he gets through it. His third strikeout, and the relief pitcher has provided that relief. How about stranding two? They get base runners. It's hard to get these guys in. Bases loaded for Rhode Island. They couldn't score. 2 on for Connecticut. They couldn't score. Bottom 7th of this hard-fought elimination game as the Little League World Series continues.
As a reminder, if you're looking for Webb City, Missouri, Rapid City, South Dakota Midwest Regional Semifinal, it's underway on ESPNU right now. When they're done between Connecticut and Rhode Island, you'll see that game on ESPN. Carl, Coach, take it away. You're in the 7th. Wow.
Back here in Bristol, Connecticut, Waterford, Connecticut, Cranston, Rhode Island putting on a great game. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 2-2. And it's not for lack of opportunities. Each team has left base runners, 15 total, 8 for Connecticut, 7 for Rhode Island, including a bases loaded no out situation in the bottom of the 6th. They couldn't score. Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th.
We've had some clutch pitching. Now we need a clutch hit.
And good defense, really good defense.
Really good.
Only one error in this game. Trevor D'Amico leads things off for Cranston, Rhode Island. Popped out of play, behind 0-2.
Sikowski doing a nice job right here.
Yeah. Throwing fastballs.
Yeah, 0-2. That's what you want. Get into your count. Make him go after something here he doesn't want to hit. Make him fish.
Caleb Harris reached as he was hit by a pitch. This is got trouble written all over it. Will it drop? No! What a play in center field. Robert Zawacki came in and made a diving catch. Defense, defense, defense.
Right from the get-go, his ball. Nice job. Watched it right into the glove.
David Marchetti already with 1 home run today. A run for Rhode Island would end the game. And Sikowski knows it. He threw that one as hard as he can.
But he better locate it right.
He did there, took a little bit off of it, evens the count up 1-1. Marchetti was hit by a pitch, hit a home run, and singled. Try to sneak a breaking ball in there. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, it's almost like a knuckle curve he's throwing.
Challenged him with a fastball. Marchetti missed it.
No, he showed that little wrinkle there to let him know that I've got this, and then he powers it. Marchetti trying to bring the count back up into his favor here. 3-2.
2, 3, and 4 after the leadoff out. Fastball left field, enough. It is! It hit the pole over there, or did it hit the top of the fence? Marchetti's there at second base. That one looked like it hit the pole. And you can see the fans in the outfield are giving all sorts of help, and we're going to have a little conversation. Everybody that's in the outfield beyond the fence is waving their hand as if that was a home run.
Here we go. Let's take a look at it. You know, from our vantage point, look, here we go.
Yeah, I think it hit the light tower. Oh, that's definitely off the light tower. That should be a home run, and perhaps because there's no replay review yet at this level of the Little League tournament, it won't be called a home run. But if they get it right, this game's over.
That's right. I mean, let's hope they get it right. I mean,
and it was close. I mean, but it did hit the. You could see where you could kind of be confused by it a little bit, but it definitely hit that pole out there.
Yeah.
Only by about, you know, less than a foot over the wall. Home run, game over. Cranston, Rhode Island will win it as Marchetti rounds the bases. And 2 home runs.
From Marchetti. What a game. And a fitting end.
In a way, it was a fitting end.
Yeah,
you had a back out of order. You had everything in this one.
Yeah, but it ended the right way. I'm glad they got the call right. What a game. Just a great game.
Marchetti's 3rd home run, and really a tremendous Little League baseball game with great defense. Really good pitching from teams that didn't have their number ones.
Rhode Island advances to play Vermont tomorrow at 11 a.m.
But it's Cranston, Rhode Island, who now has won 2 days in a row. They'll try to do it again tomorrow and try to force what would be a 4th day in a row with a victory to go to Williamsport.
Please join us tonight.
Oh, this has been an absolute pleasure just watching and being part of this game.
Game time, 7 p.m.
That's why Little League baseball is as good as any level of baseball. You see things like that.
That's right.
And the kids on both sides played awesome.
Yep, all the coaching staff.
Take a look at it. David Marchetti ends a perfect day. 3 for 3, 2 home runs. And this one about 4 inches over the wall, and a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th inning as Rhode Island survives it by a score of 3-2. They were beaten earlier this week by Connecticut 3-2. They return the favor today. So tomorrow they're right back at it against Vermont, and the winner will advance to the Sunday championship of the New England Regional at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hey, well, this is David's. This is David's. David,
what's he feeling right now?
Don't ever lose this ball. Hey guys, we worked out hard. We did it.
He's feeling like he's
12.
Let's
go.
Let's go.
David.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, how? This is the experience of a lifetime.
That's right, experience of a lifetime with more experiences still to come.
It's a love affair.
3-2, Rhode Island moves on. They'll play Vermont. We'll see you later this evening as we have a game tonight at 7 o'clock. It's the Mid-Atlantic Regional Semifinal. New York taking on Maryland. What a way to start the day here, though. Next on ESPN, stay tuned. Midwest Regional Semi. For David Belial, I'm Carl Ravitch.